SFGC Short Action Video Series. Another really fun day afield with the Santa Fe Guiding Company. Barbary sheep hunting on the Felix Canyon Ranch is a blast. Dr. B and the missus arrived safely. We agreed to meet in the lodge just after dark and have a fine home-cooked meal and make the perfect plan for the following morning to start our hunt. The perfect plan was really coming together nicely. Immediately we ran into these two great desert mule deer bucks. We watched them feed along and videotaped them for a while and enjoyed our morning. Soon afterwards, while climbing the ridge to get to a good glassing spot, we bumped face to face into a nice Barbary ram. He trotted off out of sight, but gave us a direction to focus our hunt in the rest of the morning. We continued up the ridge following the lone ram, trying to catch up to him, and we came up to Hendricks, the high spot on the ranch. Started our glassing, searching for him or other sheep that we could approach. 12-powered field glasses on this ranch really pay the bill. We spotted 4 big rams bed down a long ways off. Doc took a look at them and thought they looked like some logs over there. I assured him there weren't any logs, and those were sheep, and they had big horns, and we took off after them. We used 3 dark green juniper trees in the far background behind the bed-down rams to line up our stalk, and started the long march. Along the way I kept the high juniper trees in view, and about halfway along I crept up to the horizon and glassed through the grass to see the rams bed down on the far ridge. Now I knew they were still there, and all we had to do was get all the rest of the way around and line up on top of them. As we were rounding the final corner with the first juniper tree in sight, getting behind the rams, we bumped into this buck. Our hearts sank. Luckily, instead of running over the rams, he ran uphill and away. Now we figured we must be right on top of him. We started glassing hard down into the cactuses and grass below us, trying to see the tops of their heads before they saw us. From this angle, all the landscape looked totally different than it did from a mile and a half away. I couldn't find the other 2 juniper trees. I started tiptoeing around, looking. I was about to give up and go march back halfway and reacquire them and see where they were compared to where Doc was standing, when all of a sudden, one stood up right below us, not 70 yards. I guess he didn't know what we were. We didn't see his other 3 friends, but he just stood there looking, wondering what we were, not moving a muscle.
Don't you shoot unless you tell me you're going to shoot, so I can plug my hand. If we stand them sticks. Yeah, what I like standing. Like about like that. I can get over the grass. I can't even see plow the edge. Man, there's nothing wrong with him, that's for damn sure, right?
Doc needed me to make my shooting sticks higher so he could get over the grass and the weeds. So I bumped the camera out of the way, kept it on him, extended the shooting sticks to the right height so he could roll up onto his knees in one easy movement and have the crosshairs resting on this guy's shoulders. Doc rolled up onto his knees in one smooth movement and put the crosshairs on his shoulders. I zoomed in the camera. We confirmed he was what we wanted. We got ready to fire. The thrill of the hunt was now. Eyes burning, blinking dry, numb hands, Heart pounding. It was on.
Get him.
Yep. He's down. Look at his buddies.
He's down.
Yeah, way to go.
He's down.
Wow. Boy, oh boy. Was that
What
a
a
lucky
rush.
stalk. Look at the size of him. Look, I smell him.
Yeah.
A big Barbary ram. My Lord. Are we lucky today? How do we get on one really big one right at the start where he just had us? And then glass these son of a guns from, well, that reflection over there, the Hendricks, over there at that Hendricks tank. We went to the next pile of choyas and found them. My God. They look like logs, so said the guy from Florida. So the guide from New Mexico says, there aren't any logs on this hillside. Brown logs laying on the hillside is what we're looking for.
We're coming up on one now.
Look at him. Woo! Wow. Freaking awesome. Wow, wow, wow. Look at him.
Look at him. Wow.
Strength, power. That little punky bush right there, and then those two back there. That was our lineup, and it looked like there was an arroyo going down by the saddle, and they were right here just on the back side of this little dip.
God, is that... Hell yeah, Bob. Hell yeah.
I can't believe we're out here in one day getting this done.
Just getting it done.
There go his buddies hauling ass.
We got on top of Hendricks, and we saw a herd of 4 bed down over here from way over there. Hendricks, like way over there, Hendricks. We walked all the way around behind this ridge, and we'd seen from Hendricks that bush right there, and 2 more you can't quite see back here, but had lined up, and we got luckier than hell when we came over the top of the hill there by that bush to find these guys all here, because we didn't know where they were, and one stood up and smiled at us and put the sticks out from a sitting position. Doc put his gun on the sticks, and we waited and waited and waited. When he had a clear shot, he took it, and lo and behold, that's what you get for your efforts.
What a sheep. What a hunt. What a stalk. What a shot. What a day. A day in the field with SFGC. Let the fun begin. Taking all the right pictures, reliving our new story in detail, toasting our great fortune, caping the trophy and wrapping it around the horns, boning out all the meat and packing it in game bags in our packs, and preparing to pack out the 2.5 miles back to the truck the GPS indicated. What a day. It's all about having fun. Packing out the trophy's the biggest, best part of the whole day. Nothing like a crink in the neck, but the stories that go behind it will last a lifetime. I like the wild-haired blonde look right here. Few more steps, we'd be at home plate. Back in the Felix Lodge, resting our dogs. Traditional chocolate Broughton Barbary with all the trimmings. dining like kings after another fine day afield with the SFGC. The following day after our hardcore one-day trophy ram hunt, we took Doc and Mrs. B out for a spin on the ranch in nearby Lincoln to check out the historical sites and see some of the neighbors. There's wildlife all over this place. Did I say historical sites? Western history about the Felix Canyon Ranch and surroundings is awesome. Right out of the annals of New Mexico territorial history. Englishman John Tunstall once owned our ranch, and when he started to compete with James Dolan and L.G. Murphy over economic and political control of the area, he would be murdered by their agents, erupting the Lincoln County Range War. Billy the Kid and the Regulators worked right here on the FCR for Tunstall and lived in the bunkhouse ruins on us. You can still hear the card games and whiskey shots going around, while Tunstall's ranch house headquarters is next door on our neighbor's Flying H property. The town of Lincoln, where the range war came to head, is just around the corner, historically preserved and is a flash from the wild and ruckus New Mexico past. We had lunch at Jimmy Dolan's house while being entertained with oral history.
And this lady right here was Maria Whitlock, and she was hired by Jimmy Dolan to take care of Caroline, his wife, when she was pregnant with their fourth child. Just 6 of those. That one's the most, shows the label the best. The rest of them don't have labels. There were a lot of broken ones like that under there.
So you wonder if they were Bud Light and they were litter bugs.
No, they were Anheuser-Busch.
Tunstall and McSween store, preserved inside and out for history. Here sits a gunslinger and his babe. The Murphy Dolan store, likewise preserved, later became the courthouse, with the sheriff's office upstairs. This is where the Kid made his daring escape in 1881, killing deputies Bell and Ollinger. And finally, back home on the FCR, Dolan's trophy house after knocking off Tunstall and taking his ranch.